Hi, welcome back to Fortune Cookies. Saw an article. There's some issues with the Lisa Marie Presley Trust. So, my notes over here. What had happened was there was an amendment made to the trust. I have my notes. There was an amendment made to the trust in 2016, March 11th, 2016, that transferred the control as manager and successor from Priscilla Presley to Riley Keough and the late Benjamin Keough, Lisa Marie's children. The disputes that Priscilla has with it is that there's the misspelling of her name, and also that Lisa Marie's signature does not look consistent with what she recognizes as her signature. Now, there's been some issues with this trust in the past. There was a former business manager who sank that trust into $500,000 of credit card debt and had $14,000 in the actual account in liquid cash. So there's been some issues with it. The business manager accused Lisa Marie of squandering her fortune, and she accused the business manager of mismanaging the funds that were in there. So there's been some trouble. Now, those of you that are old enough to know, when Elvis did pass away, he had like $40,000. I don't know what the amount was. He had like thousands of dollars in his checking account, and he had like nothing in his savings account. So he was not a good money manager. And it was actually Priscilla who brought Graceland back to life, started doing the tours, and really did expand the brand. I hate to say brands, but she was the one who really kind of salvaged the legacy of Elvis Presley and Graceland and everything that went along with it. And also created some financial legacy for her daughter, because there was very little at the time of his passing. So let's see what exactly is going on with this. So we're going to first look into this amendment that had taken place. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by and for watching this video. It's my favorite part of the day. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, there's a link in the description if you want to get your own magical reading with me. And there's information about my tarot class on my website, fortunecookiestarot.com. So let's take a look and see what's going on with this whole Presley Trust thing. And I'm going to be using the Madame Clara 5-cent tarot today. So it's a little bit of a different deck. And there was a sloppy shuffle. We're going to do my sloppy shuffle video, courtesy of Alicia Wicker. She made me that little video. I made some for myself as well, but hers is pretty funny. I like that sloppy shuffle, wicked sloppy shuffle it should be. So let's see if the amendment was legit. We're going to take a look at that one first. Page of Needles. The sun was something she kept hidden. And the moon. Ace of Needles. In this deck, the needles are the representation of the swords, which is contracts, thinking, changing your mind in some cases. So I am going to say that I do think Lisa Marie did have this amendment done. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go out on a ledge. I'm going to say it's for entertainment purposes only. I do think that she did it. And I think it was something that she kept hidden from her mother. I don't think that this was something that she discussed. I don't think it was something that was a collective effort. The moon card. So, and earlier reading I did this week on the Kardashians, we talked about the moon card being some mental health issues. She may not have been in a good place mentally when she did this. It may have been some kind of an argument. There may have been um, some clouded thinking on this, that maybe this was a better idea. And the reason why I say clouded thinking is because we have this Queen of Needles here, which is someone who is not thinking correctly, not someone who is not doing things correctly. There may have been a situation that was like some kind of an argument or something, that she had done this very quickly and had just kind of gone ahead and like cut her mother out. I think so. In this particular deck, the Queen of Needles is cold of heart. Well, any a Queen of Swords in reverse is very cold of heart, very cutting. But the Sun in reverse in this deck is discontent. So when we get this discontent, cold of heart, looks like we're kind of cutting somebody out here. And then we have this Ace of Needles, which is a new beginning, a new start, new contract. So I do think that is so I do think that it was legitimate. I think that was done by Lisa Marie. She may have kept it a secret. Looks like she did. Looks like Priscilla wasn't in on it. So does Priscilla know that this was done on purpose? And that was another sloppy shuffle. Dang it. Those of you that watch my channel know that when we sloppy shuffle, everybody takes a drink of whatever you have. I have water today. Awesome. I'll have Bloody Mary in a little while. I'm recording this on Sunday, so it's going to be Sunday Bloody Sunday over here. So does Priscilla know why this was done? The Fool. I don't think she does. I don't think she's really recognizing. But I don't think she's surprised by this. I think she's like, there were some difficulties between the two of them. She's having trouble seeing what was the catalyst for this. Truth, the relationship had some ups and downs. There were some conflicts between the two of them. We have the Fool, 10 of Matches, which is our 10 of Wands, the 3 of Needles in reverse, our Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and 7 of Buttons, which is our 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So the relationship between them, I don't want to say it was tempestuous. I don't want to say that it was challenged or troubling. I don't think it was. I think they had a very typical relationship of people of means. Some of the discussions are going to be about money. Some of them are going to be about getting monies over to individuals, or managing monies or not managing monies, those sorts of things. So, I don't want to say it was troubled, but I do think that the Priscilla has somewhat of a difficult time pinpointing what the event was for this changeover. So what does Riley think of this? Riley Keough is her daughter, Lisa Marie's daughter, that she had, Elvis's granddaughter, Priscilla's granddaughter, that she had with her, I believe, first husband. Honestly, I still can't believe that she died. Really shocking. Riley is still dealing with her grief. She is still trying to sort out what happened to her mom. She's this is not a top of the list thing for her. Is it going to be an issue because now Priscilla is making it a top of the list issue? I think so. I think she's she's going to need some guidance, maybe some therapy, because she's not equipped right now to deal with business matters. She needs to grieve. She needs to deal with the anxiety and the shock that she's still dealing with. This eight of wands in reverse is really about shock and anxiety and not knowing what to do, not knowing which direction to go in. And it's almost like you're being blown in a million different directions at light speed, but you're staying in the center. You're just kind of, it's like you're imploding. Um, I think to a certain extent, she's glad that she doesn't have to ask anybody for money at this point, which is terrific. It's more in her, she has more agency over what she's spending her money on, and what kind of money is getting to her. But the Seven of Pentacles it's like, at what cost? She's very, very upset about having lost her mother, and she's just not equipped to deal with this right now. I do think that there are some substances going on, whether or not they're prescribed, or something that you pick up yourself. I think she's coping that way, which, you know what, sometimes we do. But this High Priestess card really does let us know that she's getting those nudges from the universe that say, hey, you know what, you got to tighten up. You can't fall into this hole. So what is our outcome going to be at this point? Raven saying hi to all of you. There's probably a cat or a coyote in my backyard. I don't know which. Well, I saw some rabbits the other day, so the coyotes didn't get all of the rabbits in my yard. Right now, what is the outcome of this situation? And I feel like this is a very new situation. So Two of Cups, I don't think she's going to want to be discussing this anytime soon with her grandmother. And King of Matches, she's just going to say, like, I can't deal with this right now. I can't deal with this. And she's going to take initiative to table it for now, because it's just too much for her to deal with. And she's very wrapped up in the emotion of everything, and the processing, the intellectual processing of what's happened. So I think Riley is in more of a position of control over how the situation is going to shake out. I think she's much, much more. I think that the judge and the court will say, you know what, let's take some time before we start panicking about this. Let's, everything takes time to transition over. Let's just, take a breath, take a pause for a little bit. I think we're going to see that. I'm going there. Elvis darling, what do you think about this amendment and Priscilla not being in charge anymore? What do you think about that? I hear Heartbreak Hotel. Six of Swords in reverse. The Star card, the Hermit. And then we have Two of Cups up here in reverse, and the Hangman in reverse. So, the Six of Needles is when it's upright. This is about getting to a better place, progressing to better things, moving on, rescue, salvation, all of that. This is not necessarily rescue and salvation. This is, something it has been changed. Is that for the good or for the bad? The star card tells us that this possibly is for the better. This is a better way to transition. Let's face it, Priscilla's a little bit older. She may not be there to manage it for for a lot longer. Like, oh, I'm not predicting anything, but she may not be there to manage this for much longer. And it's almost like, the kids, the kid, Riley, needs to roll up her sleeves and get in there and, preserve the family legacy in her fashion, because she is going to be there. It's almost like he does not want to drop this on Riley later, or the other two girls, because let's face it, they are, I think they're twins. They're part of the legacy as well, but I don't believe they're named in the trust. So this Two of Cups, there's a healthy distrust from the king for any of the business peoples that are outside of the family. It's almost like, get the lawyers out of there and talk together. That's what you need to do. You need to get all of the business people, the people that are making money off this just by being there, get them out of there. And to this hangman is like, strip away all of the fancy stuff, the offices, the suits, the guys who are saying, this is what we can do for you, this is what we can do for you. Get them out of there and sit down and actually talk as a family. Does he think Priscilla did a great job with it? Knight of Needles. I think he feels like there was too much involvement from other people that were making money. And that Eight of Matches, there's something he would rather see differently. I don't know if he likes the idea that Graceland, that people can go in the house. I'm kind of getting that he doesn't like that they can go into his home. And that Page of Buttons, there were other ways that money could have been made. I think he wanted it not open to the public. I'm just saying. I don't know. But it looks like this will be a little bit of an ongoing situation. I don't think that Riley is very open to having conversations about it right now. I think she is really coping with a lot. And hopefully Priscilla will, Priscilla's had a lot of loss in her life. So hopefully Priscilla will, give her the space to deal with it. And then they can all figure out something together as a family. So hopefully. So, well, thank you so much for watching this. Please comment below if you have any input. Please like, share, and subscribe, of course. And as always, get a reading with me if you want. I have lots of availability coming up. I will have a Valentine's Day special that's coming up as soon as we get into February. So you'll have like 2 weeks to get this Valentine special. So looking forward to seeing all of you. Thanks so much.